wonderful world.
I'm not interested in that type of pill. I mean, I'm old, but I can still get. Oh, hi guys, how are you?
Why'd you
Welcome
buy
to
the lifetime supply?
Midnight Crisis.
Sponsored by hymns.
As you can see, we are back, and now we have a Mongo with us. Yay, Mongo!
I leave you guys for a week.
You did leave us for a week. It was
We
terrible. It was
were
tragic.
we were short-handed without you.
Oh,
Oh, they're not going to stop.
No.
So how was the PonyCon with the Thunderbolts?
Wonderbolts.
Wonderbolts. I don't know why I said Thunderbolts. Wonderbolts.
Yeah, it's the Wonderbolts.
Yes,
Come
this is
on.
the Wonderbolts band. Come on.
Yes, I know. Sorry.
was-
Misspoke.
It was awesome. It was the Wonderbolts Rogue Squadron. That means that none of the original members were there. Wait, our lead singer and lead guitar player actually got COVID 2 days before the con.
Oh, that sucks.
So it was me and a bunch of reservists, and it was quite the trip pulling it. We had less than a day to pull everything together, but you know what? Magic of friendship, baby. We pulled
Magic
it.
of friendship.
We all believed in each other and believed in each other's talents. Beautiful
Friendship
show was put on.
is indeed
yeah.
magic.
I'm starting to see where Torsten got his personality. We're all friends. Yay.
Hey, it's a beautiful and pure thing. Okay,
Oh, it
don't
is.
make fun. Don't make
Hey,
fun.
I'm going to PonyCon next month, okay? And I'll
Oh.
be
Does
in
My Little Pony and self-flagellation have in common? This isn't a joke. It's a serious question.
No.
Well, speaking of PonyCon, I think there's one coming up soon. Up in our neck of the woods.
Everfree
yeah.
Northwest.
Everfree Northwest.
North of East. So, hi, if you are following us by not subscribing, shame on you, first off. But, if you are, we will take your subscription. We got all the TikToks and the Twitters and the YouTubies and all the Instas and stuff. So if you are following us and you are a member of the pony community, we love you too. Hi. It's a thing, and we're here for it. Any other announcements you guys want to get through before I let the Tarrasque eat your friends?
No, I think we're
no.
ready.
No,
just
let's get eating.
I have a comment for you guys to think about this campaign. Shrek and Han Solo dress the same. And I'm just gonna leave that there.
You mean Chewie?
Nope.
No.
Actually, Shrek, what he wears, and then what
He
Han
wears
Solo
a-
wears.
Yeah,
Oh,
a vest. A vest. and-
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Does he wear boots?
Yeah.
they both have similar personalities too.
Thought he was barefoot.
And on to D&D.
Due to unforeseen mental breakdown, we will not be providing you with D&D today.
It's
My
been
brain
bugging
hurts.
me all day, and I had to share it with you guys.
So does
Oh,
that
thanks.
make Donkey Chewie?
Yes.
Yes, they're dressed the same, basically.
Then who's Puss in Boots?
Yeah, no, I guess he does have
Princess
shoes
Leia.
on. But his pants are brown. His pants are brown, not black with a red stripe.
I mean, there's subtle differences.
Actually,
saying.
navy blue. because they're
Actually,
marine pants.
I regret
actually-
everything.
Yes, actually.
Okay, Justin, talk about last session. Do it.
oh, we were very upset that Max is a doddering old fool, like he's always been for some reason. We had the lovely Riona go on a date with the lovely Vinaya, and they dressed so fine, but it was kind of a staying home and chill type of thing. Also getting word that Haskar, who decided that he would go and try to chaperone the whole thing, got lost in the city, but he will be joining us tonight in about 10 minutes or so. Who knows? We will see. So let's see. Scrack got word from Max about
Yeah.
having to tear the city down brick by brick if need be.
Yeah, Max doesn't like the place either. And so I
Yeah.
feel like we're the only two smart people amongst a bunch of dumb people.
It's funny that
You
that
and the
Scrack,
150-year-old.
yeah, Scrack
Senile
has never
old
really
man.
cared much
Uh-huh.
for Max, but yeah, they're seeing eye to eye on some things lately. Especially since Max
Why
is
do-
in a wheelchair.
Why do we want to tear down the city?
Oh, that
'Cause it
has
was
not
built on
yet
rock
been
and roll.
revealed.
No, I mean
you swore you
a
would
portal.
never. You swore you would never make that joke after I
No,
made
didn't.
it. Fine. But without further ado, so yeah, after the awkward but enjoyable date of Riona and Vinaya, the house was off in the distance as Riona kept looking back and kind of swooning and had a little skip in her step as she went back to the stables with Hall and Oates and snuggled up with them. Scrack, you are taking your long rest as well. Torsten,
Yes.
you fell asleep outside on this nice, cold but still comfortable evening. The tree stump on which you were resting against was covered in moss and was very comfy, and you fell asleep reading your book. Rusty, I would like you to roll me a d20, please.
I wasted a natural 20 for this, Justin. It better be good.
So I'll see your natural 20.
No, raise you.
A
I don't know if I
2.
can raise. So with a natural 20. Okay. For those who are watching and may be a little lost as to why I'm doing this, Rusty has visions. Sometimes they are very accurate, sometimes not. It really depends. I have him roll a d20, I roll a d20. The closer our numbers are, it doesn't matter on where the numbers are, but as long as they're close, that's where they get very accurate. So Rusty, you are walking the hallowed halls of the university where you were learning how to use and manipulate magics of all sorts. They're empty halls. Your feet, though they are soft-soled, still make a clapping sound as you walk,
That's my butt cheeks.
as does your butt cheeks. The light is nominal at best, just enough for you to be able to see by. You're assuming it must be late at night or early in the morning. All you know is that the halls, even at this time of night, are never empty. There's usually someone somewhere doing research and underlings to fetch those things. As you were walking along the halls, books began to form in your hands, one after another, thick tomes, leather bound, ancient writing of different languages. There's one that you can make out, which is the Interpreter's Guide to Languages Celestial and Infernal. And it is on top of this thick stack that is getting heavier and heavier. Eventually, the stack gets just above your line of vision, and the echoing of your footsteps stops, though you don't remember stopping. As you try to put the books down, you begin to see the top of a head. It is a small child, little girl. She is standing there. She has her hair done in several braids that are pulled into different curls around her face. She has some freckles. She's wearing a lovely, almost royal blue embroidered dress. On that dress, just small images of birds, trees, flowers. She looks at you and she seems very sad.
Do I recognize this little girl?
You do. She's your daughter.
What are you doing here?
Better question is, what are you doing here, Papa?
I have books.
You know you're not going to read those.
I might. But why are you here? Where's your mother?
I don't know. I'm cold, Papa. I'm cold.
I start tossing down the books. I take off my jacket. Here, take this.
Rather large on her, even though you are small yourself. But she kind of flops her hands, since her hands don't reach the end of the sleeves, and she kind of giggles a little bit.
Thank you. I gotta go now.
Wait. Are you okay?
No, I'm lonely.
Where are you?
Well, somewhere in the cold. You know, he says that if you find him, he can probably take me to you.
I'll find him.
I like that.
Is your mother okay?
I don't know. It's just me.
And as she says that, you notice that the school is no longer around you. It is a barren, frozen wasteland. Nothing growing as far as the eye can see. Spires of ice with icicles warped by the winds. You see creatures flying. You see a humanoid physicality, not knowing exactly what it is. It is wreathed in swirling amounts of snow and ice. You can hear the wind whistling off of the body hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of feet away, maybe even more. He is gargantuan. He is enormous. and you see things flying around him that you recognize as white dragons.
Can you come find me soon? I'm real cold.
I will. I promise.
Can I keep your jacket?
Sure. You
Thank
take my jacket.
Thank you, Papa. Love you.
I love you too.
Okay.
And as you awaken, your jacket is no longer on you.
Oh boy. I look in my backpack. I pull out my wine sack. I start drinking.
Thus ends the first night of your stay in Hallowvale. Time's funny. When you are on the road, time seems to crawl by. You don't have the creature comforts, you don't have the bathtubs or the taverns. You have no one to really converse with aside from your party, and like any family, you're going to have arguments more often than not. But here in Hallowvale, life goes by quickly. It's still a relaxed pace, but the days just seem to fly by. As the weeks pass, nothing has shown that it is any different from what it appears. Hall and Oates have their jobs. Scrack, you find that there is a chain of restaurants called Scrack's Pike Palace. About every 5 blocks or so. Torsten, the book becomes easier and easier to read, but there's still some things that aren't quite understood yet. Riona, you've been on a few more dates. Vinaya is very excited every time she sees you. And Haskar, you had gone out to try to chaperone the date on the first night and gotten completely lost within the city. But you aren't really conversing with anyone anymore. You talk when you have to, which is kind of how you used to be a long time ago when you still had your injury. But nowadays you are looking more and more into your solitude. You do speak, but really only to one person. And you carry him in your backpack. As I said, the weeks have gone by.
So you're telling me
Torsten.
I'm going crazy.
A little bit. Torsten,
Yes.
in the last 3 weeks, what have you done?
Spent time getting used to my Swiss Army nub. Kind of figuring out all the
That's
fun.
trademarked now, by the way.
Yeah, right. All the fun features of it and stuff. Also, after hearing that it's been 21 years since everything, I spent a lot of time looking for any news of my family, good, bad, ill, anything.
All right. So
maybe
you
even
speak to a
finding
lot of
survivor or two.
messengers, look into any news that may have passed. You do find that there is a young man who wears rather plain clothes. His pants are tied off at the knees, and he's got a sleeveless shirt on that is open up in the front completely, almost like a vest. And he runs up and he goes, "I've been looking for you. have a message to deliver. Here you go.
Thank you. Yeah, couple of
What'd you
coppers
call
for
me?
his time.
Yeah, he acted like he had somewhere else to be, but he just kind of mills around.
Cool. Well, I opened said note.
Rusty got it. The note is from the high priestess. She said that she has had some of her people look into it, and due to what's happened over the last, I don't know, 20 or so years, a little more than that, it's been very difficult to track anyone down. There are rumors of other places that people have found shelter. I mean, this is a large city. It is an oasis in a hellscape. There's rumors. There's even been some communication between those areas where people are defending their areas. Either by luck, they haven't been found, or they're just not in the right place for any interest. But many messengers have dedicated their lives to try to find information. This one in particular bears the scars. And the information contained in is that a few hundred miles away to the southeast, there is a small island just off the coast that there are people who arrived in carved out longboats.
That's hopeful. To the southeast.
Yes.
Small island to the southeast. Because that was several hundred miles, though.
Unfortunately.
Hey, hope's hope.
Hope ever blooms in your chest.
That's right. And also kind of looking for a new mace.
Okay. Yeah, in the 3 weeks, yeah, you come across different shops that have weaponry. In fact, there's one close to the barracks that the blacksmith there is a little runty goblin who has on these enormous gloves and belt that doesn't quite fit right, and he has a resplendent beard like a zeppelin.
Beard like a zeppelin.
One
Yes,
might even
Zeppelin.
mistake you for a dwarf.
Okay.
Maybe. I have your special order. Here you go.
Thank you. Take it and look it over. Give it a little couple of swings. What do I owe you?
If it wasn't clear before, it's free. I don't like you.
Oh. Sorry, you don't like me.
I would charge you a few hundred gold, but since you're friends with people in high places, fine. Here, take it.
Well, thank you. I'm sure that
No,
those
thank
people.
you.
I'm certain that the people in high places will hear great things of your work.
Stupid, scrawny, pale, glorious face. He's got gold in his face and can't spare it.
He starts whacking on some iron that hasn't been heated yet.
I chuckle as I walk away to go to the guard shack. And I go, I need to turn this in. They took all our weapons when we first walked in.
He just looks at you and goes, yeah.
Unless I'm allowed to keep a weapon now.
You are Torsten the Great, strider of lands near and far, the long-legged lumberjack of legumes. I don't know what your phrase is or your title, but yeah, we got word. You can carry your weapon. Just don't do anything with it.
I perish the thought.
Yeah, perish.
I link it to my belt,
Making fun of me.
chuckling. I go back to the house we've all been sharing, apparently.
Yeah, about that house. It is in the nicer area of the city. It is a 3-story manor. It even has an outdoor bathing area.
I have been doing my best to try to get Riona to warm up to me.
She's like 3 weeks. Nope.
Using my persuasion every time.
First week, nothing, cold shoulder, just not acknowledging your existence. Second week, she tolerates your existence. And it's like, okay, well, he's here. There's nothing I can do about it.
Hey, Torsten, try taking a bath.
No, he got cleaned walking in.
That was 2 weeks ago.
He needs one now.
That's fair.
I would say in the past 3 weeks, I've taken at least 7 baths.
You're out of step with just about everybody. 98% of the people that live in this world.
Right.
I'm sorry. All I can picture now is Scrack outside taking a giant bird bath.
Like little feathers all up, water.
So what about week
We
3?
gotta- Week
what
3, there's not as much coldness. She's acknowledged you. She says hello to you in the morning. It's rough. It's like the beginning where you're talking, but you're not friends. Still doesn't want to talk to you about what happened that day. And anytime you bring it up, it kind of just wall.
I mean, why would we bring up some old shit? Why look to the past? That's not the direction we're headed.
Riona, you have been spending a lot of time both here at the main citadel and at Vinea's. Her brother has begun to not treat you as nicely as he was because you're there all the time.
She's my entrance into the library. I made friends with her. We're really close. There's no connection, but Riona's not going to say anything. It's just, she's nice. I'm going to be nice. I got to get books. I have a lot of things I need to do in these 3 weeks, and it's a lot of research. And
So you're just using her entrance?
I become really good
Harry,
friends with
I
her.
saw you smile just a little bit.
We're really good. We're really good friends, but she wants more, and Riona is not interested. But she doesn't know how to say, "I'm not interested" without hurting her, so she's just putting up with it.
Yeah, your personal quarters within this home, it's almost like MTV Cribs way back when, but your personal section of the home, your room, is littered with flowers in all stages of death, like from freshly cut to 3 weeks ago dead.
Yeah, any moment she gets and has a book to read and say Vinnea's working, she scuttles on over to Max's house and she reads to him and hangs out with him any spare moment she has.
Okay. The whole time Max has talked to you, he's like, "So, young woman, tell me, have you heard of the adventures of the group?"
No, I haven't heard him. Why don't you tell me? And then maybe you can tell me a story about Maximilian Graves. I heard about him too.
Graves. I know him. He's me. Yes, I had to do that.
No, she's just like senile old man.
But he goes,
Well, when I was much younger, I thought I knew what I was doing, and I wanted to change the world. I was an idiot. I was so dumb, stupid. I should have just stayed in my hometown and played music. But life tends to find you and stomp the holy hell out of you. Before I knew it, I was a castrati, and I'd never decided I wanted to be a singer, really. But that's just how life goes, isn't it?
Yep, you one day you're on a farm, and the next day an owlbear falls out of your well, and demons spout from the earth. Yep, it just happens.
It does. So what are we going to do about that?
I am going to learn how to close a portal. I'm going to use these journals, one from my mom, one from my dad. And if I have to, I'm going to use one of these. And he's the only one that knows I have these. And I pull out 2 Dragon Balls. And I only bring them out when I am alone with him.
You've got big balls.
I do. And I'm hoping the dragons inside here will help me figure out how to close portals. And then we can have a normal life.
you hear in your head, "Oh God, can you please just put me back? I don't like to be touched."
Keep it up and I'll shove you in my cleavage. And I put them back in the ball.
Ah,
Into the bag.
Cleavage.
In the bag. So yeah, basically in the 3 weeks, spare moments is journals that Hall was working on for me,
mhm.
portals, how to close them, and then trying to get closer to the dragons while hanging out with Max. Basically, Riona, every moment she has, she sleeps for 4 hours, and then the rest of the day does anything and everything.
Okay. All right. Mr. Haskar, you have you were not happy about the whole getting lost in such a expansive city. However, you do find yourself on, I say yourselves because you start speaking about yourself in plural. You do find yourself wandering through the city at odd hours.
Cool.
What are you currently doing?
Well, I guess I would be. I honestly don't know if I'm not like literally having discussions within myself. I wasn't big on talking to begin with, so I'm guessing.
Only when you're touching the orb do you actually discuss things with him. However, he knows. He knows when you're talking.
Okay.
There's a connection.
Honestly, I guess just if I've gone a little crazy, I guess I would be reverting back to like just going out randomly, making things out of stone and leaving it at people's doorsteps.
Your beard is getting matted and your toenails are just growing everywhere.
Yeah, it kind of got the rock dust in my beard and on my face. I haven't really bathed much. I'm probably a little less than Torsten as far as bathing.
When you do find yourself in the shared manor as the rest of them, Your room is completely covered in carvings. All the walls, whether they're stone or wood or plaster, there's carvings everywhere.
Okay.
Very reminiscent of when someone else awakened in a room that one time.
Okay.
You're going batshit crazy.
But the things I'm leaving on people's doorsteps, like, are little carvings, but they aren't nice. They're kind of dark and kind of spooky and kind of like mildly threatening.
Like the painting of Kronos eating his children.
Yeah, they're just kind of like, just to, like, show my distaste with everything right now. But when I am in my room, I'm basically just walking around holding the orb and mumbling to myself, obviously, but talking with my friend.
I want you to roll a dexterity check.
Sure. 5.
5.
I
It's the
really need to
strangest.
change these dice.
It's the strangest thing. There are days where you are so focused in not just holding it, but you know how when someone is speaking, they use their hands much like I'm doing now,
Mhm.
or they'll gesture, or if they're holding a pen, they'll just start spinning it in their fingers. You almost do a Jareth in Labyrinth type thing on occasion, just moving it around in your hand. Rolling a 5, you roll it and you realize you did not get a good roll across your knuckles, and you go to grab it again and realize that it did not leave your hand. It rolls around this way and you're like,
Okay. A little creepy. But I figure at this point with my mental state, I just think it's more of a bonding experience between me and the orb.
there's almost a prickling sensation in your hands whenever you touch the orb now.
Okay.
So what
Just-
are we going to do about that human who keeps trying to befriend me and keeps calling me Snowball?
Well, she's one of the few people I can actually give a shit about, really. So,
I mean, you don't have to.
yeah, but then that would cause friction between me and you, and just, no.
No friction, friend. No friction at all.
Let's just leave her be. She just play her for what she is to, a mild annoyance, and let it go.
A mild annoyance, but a tasty looking one.
Yeah, but she's got other things going on. Just I don't know if it would go over well if something was to happen to her.
Yes, would be such a shame if someone lit her on fire while she was in her wooden form.
Yeah, that would go poorly.
Just food for thought.
Speaking of food, when was the last time I actually ate like food?
21 years ago.
Basically.
I was gonna say randomly outside your door, there's a pile of good berries whenever Rihanna gets a chance to just leave them there for you.
Okay.
Because she notices you're not talking or eating with anyone else. So it's just a little pile of good berries every day or so. Just leaves
Some
them
of
there
them are
for you.
squished.
Just want to make
Yeah.
sure I wasn't like actually starving myself to death.
She wouldn't try. She's trying not to let you starve to death, but you're not talking to her. So that's her way of reaching out to you is here's a little pile of berries. Please
It's
eat
not
them.
so much that you need to eat anymore. You don't even really want to eat. You are sustained.
So, how entranced am I with the orb now? Like, is it like all consuming, or do I still have lucid moments?
I want you to roll 3 wisdom saving throws.
15,
Mm-hmm.
21,
Mm-hmm.
and the 12.
Okay. The first week you arrived here, you were interested in finding out information about where you were,
Mhm.
how the city was built, who is truly in charge of this city, and how magic still seems to work here. The second week, you didn't really find yourself very hungry anymore. As I said, the orb is beginning to sustain you. On the third week, you started a tick. Everything is very irritating with you.
Okay. Am I having blackout spells, or is it just?
You're not having blackout spells, but you realize on occasion that the thoughts in your head are not yours, but you're agreeing more with them.
Okay. So, forgive my.
Also, you do understand Draconic now.
Kind of figured that was going to happen. How are my friends reacting to this? Besides Riona, who I figured is trying to keep me alive, but just in general, like, how is everyone perceiving me? Is it just like leaving me alone, or everyone's doing their own thing, or what?
You should give in to the ball. Do whatever the ball wants.
Okay, everyone besides Rusty, who is not my
Right.
friend apparently.
Yeah.
Torsten tries to talk you out of spending so much
Naked
time
demon
with the ball.
elf.
Say that again, Mongo.
Torsten is concerned about how much time you spend with the ball.
Okay.
Tries to distract you, give you something else to do, maybe take you out for a drink without the ball.
Okay. Does it pain me to be away from, like, not in contact with a Dragon Ball? Listen.
Would you ever not be in contact with like?
Well, I mean, if I put it in my backpack, does it, like, do I have to be in direct physical contact with it?
No, it's right there.
Okay.
It's still there.
Okay. What about if I wasn't in contact with it?
How would you not be in contact with
Like
it?
if I set it on my bed and walk across the room.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
About 25.
25? Yeah, you know where it is. It's right there. You see it. It's right there.
But no physical pain.
It's right there.
You're fine. This is fine. Everything's
all
Everything's
fine.
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 It's
This is
fine.
fine.
Everything's fine. I'm
Like
fire.
you've never actually walked out of a room with it being on your bed. You've never left the vicinity of it.
Okay. But I have a feeling that I don't think I could.
It's up to you. You rolled pretty high.
I'm going to try. I'm just going to try walk out of the room and close the door.
Okay. So as you walk to your door, your hand trembles a little bit. Turn the knob, open the door, take a few cleansing breaths, and you step outside of your room. You close the door. And you're okay. Because, I mean, you've been in this city for 3 weeks. People recognize you as being one of the greatest heroes that the town has ever spoken of. Books have been written about you. Nobody's gonna steal the ball. Nobody's gonna steal the ball, right?
I
Is
walked
there a
out of the
thieves guild
house.
here?
I walked out of the house.
All right, give me another Constitution
Where's
saving.
Rusty?
I'm staying close to him, patting him on the back, assuring him the
22.
whole time.
No, I'm doing this in the middle of the night when none of you are around.
Oh, okay.
Because of Rusty solely. 22, Justin.
22. You walk out of the house. You step foot out into the grass. It's cold, like every night, like every day. The illusion of the moon is like a ghostly galleon set upon a drift of white foamed waves. It's quiet. But you're okay. You're okay.
Okay.
You got this.
So magic works in this city, right?
It does.
Okay. Without pulling from the orb, like consciously without pulling from the orb, I want to try to create a echo of myself.
Okay. You did that upon entering, although you were pulling from the orb originally.
Yep.
So give me a history check, please.
All right. 19.
19. Takes a second, but yeah. You remember how to do it without pulling the magic from the orb. You're like, yeah, I can do this. You concentrate and another you pops up.
Does it hurt?
Identical. Does not hurt. Identical to you in every way except one. Scrawny. Scrawny Haskar. Weighs about 75 pounds, soaking wet.
That's not scrawny. That's
Yeah.
Anemic.
yeah, hardcore.
Holds out a
Um,
flower to you.
I druid crafted this for you.
And I'm done. Yeah, cancel that. I go wake up Torsten.
All right. Torsten, you are on a special bed that they decided to make just for you because of all the stories of your nautical exploits, though you've not really had any. It is a specialized bed. It is a thick wooden frame, regular pillow and blankets, but it's this weird gelatinous mass that shifts under you.
It's a waterbed. I
water
love
bed.
it. That's great.
Gelatinous mattress monster.
Memory
Same.
gelatinous foam.
I go over and like shake the bed.
Hey, buddy.
Come with me, please.
What she said.
Say no more. Armor? No armor?
No armor.
Smashy thing?
We're not
No
gonna get a
smashy
fight.
thing? Oh, okay, cool. Well, I just start following him then in my tunic, and that's it.
I go outside again.
Tunic and house shoes.
So nightshirt and bunny slippers. Got it.
Yeah.
Winnie the Pooh.
Once we get outside, I say, "Do you notice that something's missing?"
I look around.
On me, dumbass.
Cryptic. It's the middle of the night.
I hold out my arms and turn around.
Hey. Somebody. Where's your pack?
It's in my room.
Where's Snowball?
In my room.
I'd offer you a high five, but I'm way taller than you. So, I reached down to give you a five.
I'm dealing with it, but I'm kind of not really sure how this is going to go. You being the whole like holy guy, I'm wondering if you can help.
Well, I mean, give me a second to think. See how I can help you best. I mean, how crazy do you want to get?
Well, I feel the really bad need to go grab the Dragon Ball, and I'm not hearing any words in my head from Bane. So, and I'm pretty much already batshit crazy apparently.
Aren't we all?
But once we leave this city, I can't really risk losing my power. Or you know what? Maybe I can. All I know is this is affecting me a lot more than I want it to. And I mean, when was the last time me and you talked?
It's been a while since we've actually talked. You've been pretty obsessed with your ball.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't even talk to Riona. And
To be fair, she's not really talking to anybody.
yeah,
Not
and
True.
So-
I talk to everybody but you.
DM, would I have noticed or would I have even cared that Riona wasn't really talking to anyone except for Torsten?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you've noticed. It's
Okay.
kind of hard not to, especially the first 2 weeks.
Okay, fine. She doesn't talk to me.
Yeah, everyone else gets a hi. How you doing? Good morning. Heading out. Bye bye. Not you.
So I need to ask something though. Is she dating a llama, or am I imagining
Is she dating a llama?
that? Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay.
She is dating a girl that
Okay.
looks a lot like her that I find a little creepy, but very much Riona.
That's creepy too. Not the
Riona being
girl
in
thing.
love. Riona being in love with herself. I mean,
A little bit, but more of a and I don't give a crap about the girl. It's just that if it looks like her, that's a little.
they're
But-
very similar.
So, you being the holy man, and I don't know if Scrack would know how to deal with this, and I don't trust Rusty as far as I can throw the house.
I'm a man of faith. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah,
Holy faith.
you're my only possible, and I know Rihanna would just be overly emotional and want to hug me and stuff like that. I just need help.
How can I help?
I don't know. I don't know. It's
Do you want me to keep your satchel
I don't
for a
know
little
if that
while?
I don't know if that would actually work, or is there anything you can call on your god? Can you basically kill me? I honestly, I don't know. It's just I don't know what's going to happen with Bane, and I just don't know. Kill me, resurrect me. Maybe that will break it. I just don't know.
I do have that ability on both ends. You know what? Let me try something first, and then we'll start easy and work our way up.
Okay.
And
What do you want to do?
DM ruling, please. So lesser restoration, can cure disease.
Yes.
Addiction is a disease.
Yes.
So if I use lesser restoration on him, say over the course of a certain amount of time, to help him wean off of his addiction to Snowball.
That'd be nice, except for it's an artifact, so it's more of a curse.
Or possession, one of the two.
Okay.
Hey, Scrack, give
Fair.
me a Constitution roll, Scrack.
Constitution roll, gladly. Save or roll?
Just a roll. Oh, 5. Speaking of rolls, as you guys are talking, the nocturnal owlbear, that is your constant companion, he looking kind of chunky. Not a whole lot of exercise. He's breathing a little hard. 3 weeks of eating a lot of food.
He's a pampered house pet now.
I like him big.
Chunky.
I saw where you were going, Justin.
So what
Okay.
so
I'm storing fat for the winter. Yeah.
Hibernating.
what
You are constantly sleepy. Sorry, go ahead, Torsten.
What I'm going to do is take well, crud. Brianna still has my holy symbol.
At the bottom of her bag. Hasn't touched it. It's just sitting there. Yeah, come get it from me. I dare you.
No, he would never ask for it back.
Just as a note, you did have a holy symbol, but I caused the emblem of your patron to be on your stump cuff.
Yes.
So
And that, which is awesome, perfect, fabulous. It doesn't help me in this situation, but I think what I'll do is Haskar, let's start with putting your hands to work. You see this symbol? And I point at my stump.
Yeah.
I need you to carve a amulet for yourself using that symbol.
An amulet of what though?
You're going to want it to be of a pure stone.
But what should I make?
Something that's easy to wear.
No, but like what symbol? Just like
Oh, the symbol of Tyr.
oh, okay. So small problem. My stonemason and all my tools are in my bedroom. And so is Bane.
can't go back there.
I'll be right back.
And I don't know what will happen if you go in there.
You know what? I'm unafraid.
Okay.
Are they in your pack along with the ball?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No problem. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Takes a few moments, but once you get up there, you find the pack. It's on the bed, sitting there. While he's in your room, he could probably take the ball for himself. He could, you wouldn't even be able to stop him at this point. You are all the way outside of the building. He is up in your room, probably cupping your ball right now.
You're gonna make me roll a Constitution check, aren't you?
Wisdom.
I am cupping
15.
no one's ball.
15. You're sweating.
Okay.
You're sweating and you're itching.
Okay.
As you scratch, flake comes off. Take a look at it. It's perfectly scale figured.
I'm going to sit down and and Asker's not exactly what you would call a just breathe guy, but he is literally going to be like, okay, I'm just going to sit here and breathe. Because if I don't, I might kill my friend.
After a while further. Now, Torsten, understand, you went up to Haskar's room. You know where it's at. There's a whole bunch of berries sitting outside of his door. Not hard to find. You open the door. It's a good door. It's heavy, but it's working and slides quietly. And you walk over and you get the pack and you're like, okay, you open it up. There's the ball. You just kind of dump the pack a little bit, grab the tools, walk back. Haskar, it is taking forever. Like time has stopped.
You're gonna make me roll another one, aren't you?
No, I'm not gonna make you roll that. Though I am tempted. But no, it just seems like it's taking forever. And eventually you see Torsten come out the front door, holding your tools in hand. I do want you to roll for investigation, though.
Okay. $19.
There's not a lot of places he could hide the orb. Still, he's a big guy. Scrawny, but tall.
I am wearing a tunic and bunny slippers.
Yep.
What if he put it in his room, Master?
Quiet, you.
If I kill anyone, can I run into Rusty's room?
Just, I want to kill Torsten. Ah, Rusty,
There are
Rusty,
lots
Rusty,
of
Rusty.
places to hide a ball if you are creative.
So that ball's about the size of your head. That's not
Actually, we
creative.
never discussed how big it is. Is it this big or is it this
Yeah, it's
big?
about
With proper lubrication,
It's
anything will
about the
fit.
size of a head.
Yeah,
A dwarven
it's-
head or a human head?
It's all relative, but yeah, it's definitely something that would not work
It's
as a
like
suppository.
7 inches. Yeah, it's 7 or 8 inches diameter, I think, if I remember right. So yeah, you could put it there, but it would not be fun.
I'm only saying this because I know this for a fact that everything expands.
Not that much.
Continue on. Not for you.
And
That's
not in
Bones
the
movie.
amount of time it takes to run up a flight of stairs, grab some tools, and come back down. Okay.
He's
For you,
going
it was mere
insane. He
moments.
could probably think of it. Yeah.
I pull out a rubber glove, one bend over.
Anyway.
Anyway, now that we've had
Sidetracked.
enough fun,
I hand Haskar his tools. Here you go.
Yeah, I look at him. Did it say anything to you?
Nope.
You see me looking around. I was like, you didn't bring it with you, did you?
I fully pick up my tunic and let it fall,
That's more than I need to see. But okay.
just so we're
Okay.
clear.
I grab my tools and like, do you have any pure stone in your room?
Don't. I didn't
Maybe
see any
is
in
that-
yours.
Is Max up?
Wait a minute. I'll go check.
Okay.
I go looking for Max to see if he's awake.
yeah, he doesn't live with you guys, so
Oh,
Oh,
he has his own house.
do I
Is it-
see? So where we're at, do I see any stones that would be?
or anything made of stone, like a nice pure stone, like a malachite or a
Marble or
yeah, lapis lazuli.
Oddly enough, you see some Jessup.
okay,
Ooh,
that'll work.
that'll work.
So I sit down and start making an amulet of Tyr.
Okay, give me a performance.
At dirty 20.
It is, even with the shaking hands of Haskar, It's nice. Needs a little polishing, but it's good.
I figure hour-ish plus later, maybe out, maybe 2. Not caring really what time of day it is, and I hand it back to you, Quinn. How's that?
Perfect. Beautiful work. You know, I sit down with it and I open my book, put it inside my book, and
Oh,
no.
second, help me.
I wouldn't hang on a second. Trying to think of a. I don't necessarily have a spell that I could put on it.
Ceremony.
I swear to God, if you put ceremony on, I will cave your skull in with that amulet.
Ceremony would actually help you.
Depending on how it's said, because ceremony also marries me to you.
I
Do
mean,
it. Do 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 it.
I mean, does it though?
Kind
Have
of
you
does.
read the spell?
Yeah.
It does a lot of things.
And
it
binds
also
you.
marries me to him.
It really does.
By him. He can marry you to the ball.
But we're trying to avoid him marrying the ball.
Here's a good rule of thumb: never trust Rusty for any
Okay,
spell
no,
advice.
no. I've got a question. Has his addiction to snowball changed his alignment? Has the
Not yet.
addiction to snowball changed Haskar's alignment?
not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Well then yes. Wait, what's the name of the damn spell? Ceremony. Yeah. So I am going to cast ceremony on it,
Mhm.
but before you freak out, I'm going to do the religious ceremony of atonement. And so when the stone touches touches Haskar,
But that's if my alignment's changed. It hasn't.
right, but it'll prevent you, it'll prevent you from changing, wouldn't it?
That would be a DM check. It doesn't on the spell. It doesn't specify.
Does not. Tell you what, I will rule. You can try.
It could be a
I'm not gonna tell you what I
placebo.
rolled.
Yeah, it could be a placebo. It'll make him think that it's better, or it can actually work.
Could make it worse.
You could always cast funeral rites on him.
I mean, I could also create water directly into his lungs and kill him.
Option
then-
B.
And then destroy the water and then cast Revivify.
Hold on.
Or bring 'em
Wedding
back
is
to
one of the
life.
things you can choose on ceremony.
Yeah, no, I'm not
It doesn't
choosing
au-
wedding.
It
Yeah.
doesn't automatically
Yeah.
happen.
It depends on his
Uh,
performance check.
Ooh.
No, they get to choose. Which right?
Yeah, he gets to choose.
I know, I'm just having fun. God, you guys are like the whole owlbear druid thing on the D&D movie.
Unless we're playing 3.5, it doesn't work.
Unless we're playing 3.5, it doesn't work. All right, hang on. I know there's something I can do to help you. Give me 2 seconds.
You can't heal everyone, Torsten. Some people suffer.
I both agree and disagree with you.
To quote you from a few episodes ago, you can't save everybody.
I can't, but those that I can, I will.
To quote Echo from a few episodes ago.
I know where you live,
Rayona
Justin.
from a few episodes ago. What's the worst that could happen?
Rusty, go dream about your daughter.
Already in.
So let me ask you this. Can you talk to your god right now? Have you tried?
I can try.
Do you want to commune?
Yes.
All right. Roll that beautiful D20.
$17.
Okay. Since you lopped off your hand in deference to your deity in his temple and cleansing it, you have always felt him reside within you. As you reach out now, you open your field of being. You don't feel the balance or goodness or justice of your deity, but you can feel something else, something nearby, pulsating quietly.
I'm sorry, the god you have trying to reach is not available. Please hang on for the next available demon.
What do I feel?
A sickening, almost like your blood is coagulating inside your body, and the sound of skittering as it comes up behind you. There. The sound of insect feet and wings and mandibles.
And I feel that close.
Yes, you do.
I look around to try to find the thing.
You know the general direction.
I break contact from that. I come back. I'm like, whoa. Okay, that didn't work. Ascar.
Okay.
But
Why do you look scared?
talk about that in a second. Let me try one last thing. And I put-
No, let's hear him out. Why is he scared?
You're still in my head.
I never leave you.
I put the amulet around Haskar. I put my good hand on the amulet, and you know, raise my stub, and I cast I cast remove curse.
Okay. Power flows through you easily here. Feels a little different, especially since you went for so long without the influence of your deity. But the spell charges up, leaves your body, and you definitely can feel something lightening your load, Haskar.
Okay.
Yeah, it's it wouldn't fully cure you of the magic item curse. If the object is a cursed magic item, its curse remains, but the spell breaks its owner's attunement to the object, so it can be removed or discarded. So you're no longer attuned to Snowball.
Okay. Say in my head, are you still there?
I'll never leave you.
Yeah, don't think it worked, but he's still there.
Now you have the power to get rid of him, though. You don't have to carry him around anymore.
All right. How strong you feeling?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Pretty strong.
I take off all my armor.
What is happening here?
Just get down to my undergarments and say, let's see. I walk into my room. Let's go back to my room. Come on. Don't get any ideas. Just
Too
gonna,
late.
just gonna have to restrain me if I all of a sudden decide I have to get the orb.
Sure. I follow him up to his room.
So the main entryway has stone floors. They're rather cold, but there is carpet across them. You're in bunny slippers, and Haskar is not. He's basically just wearing some under breeches and like a really tatted up wife beater for some reason, even though those don't exist in the realm of fantasy. It's got some stains on it, some grease for some
Barbecue
reason.
sauce.
Yeah, barbecue sauce.
And barbecue sauce.
But yeah, go past the main corridors and go to Haskar's room, where his bag is laying on his bed still. And there's the orb. Still a filmy white.
Are my hands shaking?
No, your hands aren't shaking. Torsten, can you give me a perception check?
Gladly. I'm always so good at these.
Oh, good.
Aren't you like a wisdom person?
23.
23, nice. You see Haskar taking stock of himself, trying to breathe, clutching his fists, exhaling, opens his eyes, blinks a few times, and you notice that his eyes blink this way.
Creepy.
He also has
Hey, buddy.
some growth in this area.
Looks like you might have spent a little too much time with that ball there.
I look over and going, why do you think we're doing this whole thing, Stumpy?
Those are some nifty eyes you got there now, buddy. I know I'm one to talk. I know I'm one to talk.
Okay, their hands. Let's talk about what's going on with you. I put my hand. Oh, I don't touch the orb. I just put my hand over the orb. Does the orb react at all?
The orb never really reacts one way or another.
So, and then I say in my head, why are you doing what you're doing to me?
Because you want power. You want strength. In your heart, you know that I am your battery, and without me, you will die.
Yeah, but with you, I'll die too.
No, I have a way. You can live forever.
Why would I want to live forever?
Why wouldn't you?
This world has been nothing but pain and suffering to me since I was born. Why would I want to live in this world forever?
Because with my power, you can reshape this world. You can make it your own. No more pain, no more suffering for anyone, for any reason. All you have to do is trust me. I have lived for thousands of years, even before I came to this humble abode.
But why the physical changes in me?
I have to prepare you. Your body is not strong enough yet. I'm trying to fix it.
I place my hand on his shoulder. Hey, bud,
Mm,
you want to go get some breakfast?
Probably a good idea, but I think I should probably put a little bit more on.
Let's do that. But let's maybe.
Actually, you know what? Come to think of it, I really need a bath. Like, really bad.
Why don't you go take a bath and I'll just I take the sheets of his bed and I just cover them with the ball, or cover the ball with them. I'm like, see, still there, but not quite in line of sight. We'll let him rest. You go take a bath.
All right. I'll go grab my armor first, all my stuff that's out in
Okay.
the yard. Take it up with me and then go take a bath.
So as day breaks, we now have a clean, less shaggy, toenail clipped Haskar.
Oh, and I take a distinct care of my beard.
Whose beard is kept fastidiously clean. Riona, you make your way to your usual haunts. You were offered a position in the library on the word of someone who may or may not care about you very much.
Your girly friend.
Scrack, what would you like to do
She's
today?
actually blushing. That's hysterical.
I want to go outside the city.
You want to go outside the city?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. As you approach the gates, there's some guards there. You've come accustomed to seeing the change of the guards. You know basically who's at this entrance. There's the regular gates. There's Joe and Betty, and fantasy names, and they are standing there and they see you and they kind of watch you, not as warily as they used to. They've gotten used to you.
Mm-hmm.
The male steps forward and goes, right, What's your business?
Going outside.
May I inquire as to why?
No.
Not used to being told no. Fine. If you want to go outside, it's your funeral. Would Sir Scrack like to have scritches behind his ears, as is customary for your coming and going?
I'll bite your hand off if you touch.
See, I told you he wouldn't. Oh, you see the other guards just laughing. Well, if you don't ask, you'll never know. Fine. How long you gonna be out?
Oh no. I want to go outside, look around.
All right. Be careful out there. We have a group that is going out for a run, so to speak, trying to find some supplies that we can't quite get in here. I think there's a messenger service as
All
well,
right, board-
so don't
listening
need
to
them.
you now.
Oh, all right. Just scratch at the door when you're ready to return, like a good owlbear. They unlock the door, open it. You can still see blue sky, grass, all the way up to a nice curve. And after that, desolation.
Is it just a featureless plain, or are the hills or anything around?
It's
thought-
pretty much a very large plain. You can see where there used to be a couple of trees that have long since died and fallen to just chunks on the ground. There's different elevations of rock where it has broken up and separated from the ground for whatever reason. You remember when you came into the town 3 weeks ago, the ground how it was, and then the illusion took over and it was much amplified and exaggerated.
What's the sky look like?
Inside the bubble, blue.
No. I'm
Outside the bubble, it is still different hues of grays, reds, browns.
I try to walk around the city.
Okay. Not a whole lot of room, but there is between you and the bubble ending few feet, or between the city and the bubble ending, there's a few feet on either side of you.
So I want to walk around the city outside the bubble.
You want to go outside the bubble? Okay.
I want to go outside the bubble.
All right. I'm trying to remember. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, no, sorry. That's good. That was not the right thing to roll. 17.
Yeah, no worries. You take a few points of damage. Not a big
Okay.
deal. But once you step outside, the air itself, it's almost gritty. And while it's still freezing cold outside the bubble, it has a scorched earth aspect to it. As you're walking around, give me a perception roll.
15.
15. You can see no birds, no animal life, no demons. That's a good thing. But You do also notice faint clouds of different types of bugs.
Clouds of bugs.
Like swarm of mosquitoes,
Uh-huh.
gnats, that sort of thing.
I gotcha. Anywhere near me?
Just outside the city,
Okay.
not going near the illusion.
They don't look like they could hurt. They would just like ordinary mosquitoes.
Your mighty owlbear hide can withstand mosquitoes.
Yes,
So yes.
that's what I'm. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna walk around the city.
Okay. So as you do, not a whole lot to report. You find some bones, not
Mhm.
really identifiable. More swarms of bugs. Not a whole lot.
Something wrong with that city. I don't know what it is. And outside the city, it's still is it a long plain in every direction?
Yes. This area is just devoid of life.
I don't know how I'm gonna get people to leave. But
That's a good question.
think that place is messed up. All right. I go back inside the bubble.
All right.
I
Give me another con.
roll a 21 for my con
Yeah.
save.
Take a few more points. And as you go through, same thing that happened before. All your feathers and fur are cleaned. You can hear the popping sound of a few of the bugs that had landed on you and were trying to burrow into the fur.
Mhm.
Feels weird. It's like pop rocks on the tongue, but all over your body. Yeah. But once you go back inside, just scratch at the door. They let you in. No worries.
All right. I go visit Max.
He is not far from the gate, as you know.
Mhm.
You do see Wade coming out and wearing very clean clothing and vestments.
Mhm.
Oh, it's just you, Scrack. I thought we might have some new volunteers for the city.
I go into Max's.
All right. Nice talking to you.
I go into Max's.
Scrack is the most single-minded player. But yes, as you do get to Max's, you do see that it is a very well-kept house. There's a few dishes in the sink that have not been done, but you see Max sitting in his wheeled chair in front of the fire. Looks like he's dozing. And you see sitting across from him in the less than comfy looking chair, hands folded in her lap, wearing her white and blue and silver clothing, the high priestess, just staring at him, hears you come in, looks over at you. Good morning, Scrack. Looks back at Max.
What are you doing here?
Same thing I do whenever I have free time. Just coming in to make sure he's still with us.
Looks like he is.
Did you know he sometimes speaks in his sleep?
I've heard it.
Has he ever said anything of note?
I could take a nap.
Oh. Well, if you're here, I suppose I'm not needed. And she stands up, straightens her gown. With a watchdog like you, I'm sure that Max will be fine. For a little while, anyway. She walks past you, walks out the door.
I sit down in front of Max. Just hang out for a little bit.
After a few beats, staring at Max, his head is kind of lulled to the side. He's breathing regularly. One bright blue eye opens up.
Ah, hello, Scrack. She gone?
Yep.
Excellent. So have you come to any conclusions how we're going to get everyone out of here?
Nope.
Neither have I.
I don't know. Briona's looking for something, and I don't know if she's gonna find it.
Well, I mean, we're all looking for something. I've been looking for a way to get out of this trap. I've been here longer than most of the people. Unfortunately, their numbers just tend to keep growing. What specifically do you know? Anything?
Where does everybody come from?
Oh, here or there. I mean, there are some that are still braving the world. Adventurers come in. Wandering families, travelers, people who've escaped and found refuge, much like you, much like me.
Oh, I don't know. Can you tell me anything about the High Priestess?
I can tell you that she is far older than she appears to be. Spend any time with her, and you'll find that out really quickly. However,
His head still shakes a bit as he talks. His one frail hand kind of scratches at his chin a little bit. Few wisps of hair.
She's always probing me for information, and not really certain as to what it is she's looking for, but she does speak to herself whenever she thinks I'm asleep, about Rusty and Haskar mostly. Do you know why a priestess of Levistus would be so keen on my friends?
Nope.
Well, then the charade will continue until we can find some answers, or just, take the whole city down one way or another.
I wonder if she's doing anything by coming to visit you.
Well, she hasn't poisoned me. In fact,
Yeah.
she's very willing to cook and clean for me. It's rather pleasant. I can't say I won't miss that.
All right. I don't know.
Well, do you
I'm
know
gonna
if
find everybody else?
Very well. Do you know if Riona's going to come by today? I am not intentionally deceiving the girl, but I know when I told her that lie, she almost couldn't forgive me. I haven't spoken any lies since I've seen you. I was quite excited when you got here, but I also haven't given her a clue that I know who she is.
I'm sure you got your reasons.
Mostly to keep prying ears from learning of anything that we might know. I don't know what, perhaps, but she thinks we know something.
Yeah. Well, this place doesn't give me a good feeling.
It made me
You see
feel
what everybody else is doing.
very well. This place is an oasis in the desert. Very well, Scrack. Fare thee well. Stay as resplendent as you always are.
I walk out and try to go find Haskar.
All right. So after breakfast and whatever shenanigans comes after breakfast, whether they be physical necessities or mental necessities, what are you doing, Haskar?
Well, it's in my mind that I probably need some better armor.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to ask Torsten if he knows where any armor places are in the area. I've been a little preoccupied in my head. So just kind of curious if you know where I could get some plate armor.
Well, I do know the loveliest of blacksmiths. Only problem is you might have a small problem with him.
Well, I kind of have a small problem with everyone. So
He may or may not be a goblin.
and Rusty's at the party. I mean, it's okay. Is he any good?
He made this, and I hold up my new mace.
It is flanged and it is very streamlined. It is very nice.
All right. I need something to distract me. Let's go talk to your friend the goblin.
Oh, he's gonna just love seeing me again.
Oh, he's that type of friend. Oh, even better. Maybe we'll get in a fight.
Apparently, that's the only friends I know how to make, buddy.
Then you got me that stands beside you, like looking at people going, really? Really? This is what you want to do? Let's go have a chat.
So as they're leaving, you bump into a very clean Scrack.
Well, good morning, sir. Look at you all freshly plumed.
I went outside.
We're going outside right now.
What's
What's
this? What's the haps with outside?
Outside the city. Nothing.
Oh,
How'd that go?
There's nothing for miles.
Like nothing in the middle of the desert, or just nothing as in like nothing?
Nothing in the middle of the desert. Just bugs. And that's it.
that's
I wonder what those bugs are living off.
indeed. That's disheartening. What we should do is try to get with Riona later and see if there's something that she can sense on the horizon. But first, we have to make a little stop over to the blacksmith.
You want some armor, buddy?
All right, I'll go with. I don't think armor would work very well.
Dude, you would look amazing in armor. That would just be like Owlbear is terrifying enough. Owlbear plate mail would just be like, I quit.
To kind of to kind of put a finer point on what you said, I'm gonna go ahead. I cast where is it?
Are you trying to marry Scrack and Haskar?
No, you hush.
You're gonna die.
It's the armor that does like 5 frost damage.
Armor of
Armor of
Agathis.
Agathis?
Yes. What level is that?
It's 3. Isn't
First and up.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Wondering why I don't have it right here.
much.
Oh, that's silly me. Yeah. So
You don't get paladin spells to level those.
oh no, but I can still do armor of Agathis. It's okay. Or can I? Yeah, I can totally do it.
All right.
Or maybe not. No, I can't do it. Never mind.
So, as you guys are walking towards the blacksmith, you do see familiar faces of the city. People have gotten to know you pretty well, or at least the side of you pretty well over the last 3 weeks. You see the familiar faces of the shops. The guy with king nuts looks over at you, waves, goes back to
Ooh.
his booth.
Sack for me.
Yeah, why not? He just chucks one.
It's the best one in all of you.
Nuts for your mouth, Haskar. Feast from the bounty of my sack.
I've changed my mind on what to tell Torsten now.
You do make it to the goblin. He is busying himself with a very large plate of metal. Doesn't really have a defined shape yet, but he has some tongs and it is glowing cherry red, and he is beating the holy hell out of it, just cursing under his breath the whole time.
Did you cause him to do that? I look over Torsten.
Maybe
Wonderful. This will go so well.
another masterpiece at work, eh?
Okay.
I already gave you a piece of weaponry. What?
Oh, it's not for him.
Who are you?
I'm Haskar. Who are you?
Bron?
Hi, Bron. So he was showing me a mace, and it's very nice. I like it quite a bit.
Yeah, it's worth a lot.
Great.
He shoots side eye over at you and sneers.
I was wondering if you might be able or have any plate mail that might be around.
You paying?
Maybe. Depends on quality. I can squint just as well as you can, little boy.
Let me see the gold.
Let me see where's first.
He kind of just gives you an appraising stare, and he's like,
I like you. I like you. Come with me.
All right.
starts walking.
Torsten,
As he goes inside,
stay here. I have a feeling you and him do not get along well. You and
as he goes
Scrag
inside,
entertain each other.
I don't have a thing against him. I lean up against a post, look at Scrag. King's nut.
No.
you know,
All right.
there is the smell of batter or fried fish coming from nearby. Just so you know.
How about some fish?
Yeah. Okay.
Put my wing a little bit. All right.
We're going for fish.
Don't kill anyone.
Stupid humans!
No, no promises.
Well, only one of them's really human. The other one's kind of an owlbear.
Could be a human. Could be a druid. Wild shaping.
No.
You don't know.
No, yeah, we've been around him long enough. Eventually that wears off. He's all owlbear.
No.
So anyway, what you got?
This.
And he pulls back a curtain, and there is a naked troll lady in bed looking at you.
Oh, hang curtain.
That's way
Yes,
more
he
information
pulls
about you
the other
than I need to
curtain.
know.
Pulls the other curtain, and there's wares hanging off of hooks on the wall, including armor, different
Okay.
types. He walks over to where a window is, and he opens it up.
Gotta let the stank out.
Opens up the window, and in the window hanging are some very large cuffs with insectoid type of blades on the side.
What are those? Yeah, point at the cuffs.
Those were made years ago by my father's father.
You guys don't live very long, do you?
It depends.
Anyway, I was interrupting your story. Please continue.
So this is after they killed all the nasties,
Okay.
and then they shut the gate, and then they built this city.
Don't say it, Rusty.
On rock and roll.
Ah! But these are leftover parts, very sharp, very durable. Just made for kind of big Goliath kind of guy, I guess. Haven't seen any of those guys.
Yeah. They
Well, you
kinda-
want armor?
I want armor.
He goes over, takes out like a little ball peen hammer, whacks a big old chunk of plate mail.
There's your 500 gold piece.
How about 350 in trade?
What you got?
What you need? I'm a mason and a carpenter by trade.
Oh, so you haven't made it yet.
No, but I can make it.
That's not true. That's me giving you something at a discount and you running away with it.
No, I'll give you something to hold while I'm building it for you.
I don't really need anything. Got anything?
Your shop's not exactly, well made.
It is, sir. Finest goblin craftsmanship.
Like I said, not exactly well made.
Oh, I see. Now, the whole thing about making deals is try to get the price lower. You're going higher.
I mean, let's be honest. Really? Goblin quality compared to dwarven quality as far as stonemasonry goes?
His face just drops.
I mean, you are a goblin and I am a dwarf. Really, are you going to disagree with me? I'll give you that the armor is beautiful. But
He kind of grabs the bottom of his enormous beard, just kind of starts twiddling with it, and you see him kind of shining up the big dwarven face on the buckle.
but your forge could use a little work. It's not the best stonemanship.
He looks over at the forge. It's okay, but he's considering it.
And your foundation's a little shabby.
Your foundation's shabby.
No, my
He's looking
foundation's
directly at
sound.
your toenails.
My toenails are freshly cut. Thank you very much. They aren't digging in the ground, unlike
I know,
yours.
that's terrible. You should get the grip.
So, do we have a deal?
New forge.
Fixed forge. New forge is a lot of work, and you need to supply the stone. I don't think you're going to be able to find stone anywhere here.
Oh. I know a guy. I know a guy.
You give me
He's
the,
old.
you give me the materials. I'll pull out a forge for you.
Meet back in 2 hours.
2 hours it is.
350. In hand.
150 with a new forge. If I'm repairing the forge, 350.
350.
150 for a new forge.
No need no.
You want just repaired?
350.
300.
I think we agreed to 350.
That was until you
Give me-
decided you didn't need a new forge.
Give me a persuasion.
Sure. 8.
350. Repair my forge. And you have to wear a sign saying where you got your armor.
No on the sign. I don't do signs.
Fine. Shake.
Fair. Be
Give me a
back in 2 hours.
strength. Give me a strength saving throw.
Saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 10. I rolled a 9. Or 1.
So the gloves they seem to be oversized for his little goblin arms. I mean, he's shorter than you because he is a goblin. He's got scrawny arms and shoulders, kind of a pot gut. The beard is massive, but the gloves, while they are a lot larger than his hands should be, they are filled. And he grips your meaty dwarven hand with this meaty glove, and you feel in your bones.
I look at his gear. Can I do? Would I need to do an investigation check to realize what he's wearing?
No, you're a
Okay.
dwarf. You know
Yeah.
what he's wearing.
It's like, it's easy when you cheat.
Use whatever tools you got, baby.
How much would you be interested for all that?
More than you have.
Fair enough. I'll be back in 2 hours.
He just goes back to his forge and just starts beating the hell out of that metal again.
I smell for fish.
Make a smell for fish check. Just kidding.
97.
97, because it's like somebody microwave 3-day-old fish. You could swear you were in the Netherlands.
So I go find my friends.
I love the Netherlands, just so people know.
We do
Anyway.
not discriminate against anyone except the Dutch.
French.
So if we have any Dutch or French players, I am not with Rusty on this. Anyway, so yeah, Scrack, Torsten, you are at McScracks. I'm assuming everybody's going to have a lunch.
Yes.
I suppose I will. As I sit down, I'm like, the goblins were made artifacts. It pisses me off a little bit.
So we got about 2 hours to kill. Let's go find Riona.
Yeah, it's been a minute since I've seen her, like, and actually spoke to her.
Yeah. Maybe her seeing you in a better place will make her not hate me so much.
I remember why she hates you. I don't think that's going to help. But we'll try.
So as you finish up whatever McScrack meal, you have Scrack having several. They've kind of just taken it as this is his eating ground, and since he is being used for the advertisement, toys, and play area, rather than trying to give him money, they just give him fish. And
It's
after you
probably
finish
a
up,
losing proposition.
probably so.
I ordered
as-
the big scrack because I like the special sauce.
Oh yeah, the special Scrack sauce.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. When you get owlbear sauce all over your food,
Y'all need
Chef's
Jesus.
Well, I mean, now the McScrack though, that's the seasonal one that I really look forward to.
I throw up in my mouth a little bit.
Mhm.
nobody knows what kind of meat that is. So
I
anyway,
throw up everywhere.
Doesn't matter.
the Scrack nuggets are shaped little owlbear nuggets. Anyway,
So tasty.
so tasty. But yeah, as you finish up your meals and head off to find Riona, that's where we're going to take a break.
All right.
I just want everyone to know that I love all the faces on this camera, and I love you, even if I can't see your face. And we'll see you in a few minutes.
The king's nuts, a tasty treat to stick in your mouth. All salty and sweet and nutty, they fill your mouth and your heart to bursting with warmth and taste. Eat them, suck them, share them. Get your king's nuts in your mouth today.
Hi everybody, Riona here. I'm a 22-year-old human with flaming red hair who has 3 best friends, Hall, Oates, and Hasgar. Hasgar is a grumpy dwarf, and Hall and Oates are my pet llamas. I love to knit and spend my day on the farm. Hasgar came into my life about 1.5 years ago after he was injured in the war. My father sent him towards my village so that he could heal and watch over me. One day, a bunch of people and an owlbear fell out of my well, and I started learning dark secrets about my father that he never told me about. And I set out on an adventure to find him, not only to find him and bring him home, but to get the answers I really needed. The truth that wasn't told to me. Setting out on the adventure was a little hard, but it was okay because I had a group behind me. But just after my birthday, the comet that Rusty predicted hit the Earth, opening the gates of hell. So choosing to leave behind everything I love so that they would be safe, I set out with a group of, well, let's call them friends. My first real friends, you know, besides Hasgar, Hall, and Oates. Now we set out on our adventure, not only to get answers, but to survive the gates of hell being opened onto our world, and I'm wondering if we'll ever be able to find those answers, let alone survive.
My name's Rusty. I don't usually say very much, ever since I got my throat hurt in the war. No wait, that's not me. Hi, I'm Rusty. I went to the magical university for about 1.5 years until I was invited not to. I was really only there on behalf of my parents. They're rather influential. I had a vision of the end of the world, followed by many more visions. I can't tell which ones are true and which ones are false. For the last 20 years, I've spent prepping for the end of the world and trying to convince others that the things I see are real. It hasn't worked. Until now. I found a group of adventurers, and we traveled into the unknown. And then came the end of the world. That's right. I was right. Well, now we're up against it. Can't say I didn't warn you.
My name is Hasgar Bonesplitter, and I used to not talk too much because of an injury to my neck. Now I don't talk too much because I'm not much for conversation. Or other people. especially Rusty. Man, do I want to kill him. I came home from the war to watch over my commander's kid. That's Riona. Little did I know that I'd be following her on some damn fool quest to find answers about her past. Even less did I know that that idiot Rusty would turn out to be right about the end of the world. My injuries were healed by a lunatic gnome named Davidos Busby, or some version of him. Things got weird. Even weirder when the side effects of the healing was to turn me into an unstable Echo Knight. I never know what or when I'm going to poof out, leaving behind some kind of echo behind. Anyway, Torsten is okay. He really seems to care about everyone, but I like Scrack the best. We both don't like to talk. There, all caught up. Now go away.
Let me tell you about Scrack the Intelligent Owlbear. He had no clue who he was before the day he became intelligent. Let me tell you, now he can think and reason and do math and things. He's amazing, and he's huge. He's like 8 feet, 7 inches, or something like that. He's big, and he's also very strong. And have you seen the claws on that guy? Super sharp. I mean, they can cut a rug easily. I mean, everywhere he goes, he seems to ruin rugs. But I digress. So Scrack is really awesome. He can think and he can feel, and we already covered that subject. But anyway, he's huge and he's strong and he's smart. And actually, I think he's probably smarter than the people that he's actually traveling around with right now. But I mean, they've seen a lot of stuff. He's been in the circus, he's been in the Thieves Guild, he's been in a wizard's tower, and he's done all this traveling with these guys. And you know what he only asks for? A silky chicken to snap into.
My name is Torsten. I'm a cleric of Tyr. I'm not really the preachy type of cleric, more the bringing the light to the darkness by setting the darkness on fire kind of cleric. I thought my greatest test of the gods was behind me when I had lost my family and parts of my face to a random group of rampaging demons. A tiny part of me still holds on to hope my family made it out. Of course, I have been shown that is definitely not my biggest test. PTSD dreams notwithstanding. In the last 5 days, I've lost my whole church to a mysterious cult where they turn you to ice and undead. I made friends with a grumpy warrior dwarf, a farm girl with a great and mysterious connections to the Fae and the wilds, an enlightened owlbear, and a couple of llamas. I made a new enemy with some weird cultist assassin, and now magic doesn't work right and my connection with Tyr is, let's say, difficult. Why is that, you may ask? Well, because of the weirdest thing of all. My friend Rusty. I mean, he didn't do anything except he totally had a vision about the end of the world by comet, and it happened. Now it's me, Rusty, and our new party of friends versus the end of the world, rampaging demons, and hellgates from all dimensions opening up around us. Hardly seems fair. Maybe we should give them a chance to surrender.
You've heard about them, you've craved them, and now you can have them! The King's Nuts are now available to buy in your own dice bag of nuts! Buy your own King's Nuts dice bag from Mid-Dice Crisis YouTube show, made by the player Eddie Black, owner of Eddie's Odds and Ends. Order your dice bag today and get a set of nutty dice with a very special surprise inside. Find the link on where to order from our Linktree site. Please do not eat the dice. They are not real nuts, and we will not be responsible if you eat the dice. I'm looking at you, Ranger.
And we're there.
And we're back.
Apparently,
And boom goes the dynamite.
Yeah. So, real quick question, guys. Who is up for eating at the Splintered Wand here in Washington State? Anybody?
There's only
Anybody?
one?
Anybody? The Splintered Wand, yes.
It's in the one in Ballard, right?
Yeah.
So on the 28th of August, if any of our viewers happen to, be peeping, we're going to be at the Splintered Wand. It's a magical place to dine. Little shout out to that restaurant. It's really cool. But if you want to meet any of us, come on up. We'd be happy to see you.
Even the Texas guy will be there.
Even the Texas guy, he said so himself. And I believe anybody out of Texas about anything.
Justin, no politics.
No.
D&D.
I just
Back
said
to
I believe
fantasy
them.
life. Back to fantasy life.
Oh, okay. So after stuffing their mouths full, they go off to see Riona. And Rusty, I am curious as to what you are doing.
First thing I want to do is I'm going to track down Riona
Okay.
3 weeks before you guys. Haha.
Oh, we're going back in time.
Everyone get in the way back machine. And
If only.
so I found something. I'm wondering if you'll help me look into it. Literally. Ever hear of a portable hole?
I feel like this is going to turn into a dirty joke, but no, I have not ever heard of a portable hole before.
I pull a black silkish cloth out of my pocket, open it up as far as I can, which is not terribly far. This is a portable hole. It'll hold, well, pretty much infinite amount of stuff.
Almost like my backpack, but it probably holds more than mine.
You know, want to see what's inside?
Are you asking me to jump in a hole with you?
Or you can hold it open and I'll jump in the hole, either way.
Un momento. I'm going to get some rope out and tie it around his waist. I don't like the idea of throwing him in a hole.
To clarify, we are talking about you doing this 3 weeks prior.
After I got the portable hole.
Okay. All right. Just making sure we're on the
Right.
same page.
Right after his nightmare the first night.
Sure.
I'm kind of hurt you didn't ask me.
I will tie a little rope around Roasty and be like, I just hold it open.
Alley-oop. Into the...
So as you rush forward and leap,
I'm still falling.
as you leap
I've learned
forward,
a lesson about that.
you collide into Riona with the silkiness between you. If I remember correctly, they need to be on a surface.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that didn't work.
We're gonna spread it out.
I'm gonna lay it on the ground. I'm guessing we're doing this in a room where we're safe, away from people. And I'll lay it on the floor and just hold the rope. And like as you're looking over, just for funsies, I Sparta kick you into the hole. Just to see what happens. Just
His little body flies across, hits the other side, sandwiches, falls in.
oh wow, he actually fell in the hole. For science.
You have to yell for science every time you do an experiment.
Is there anything inside the hole?
Yes, there is.
Transfer
Inky
six.
blackness.
As long as that's it, I try and pull on the rope.
What is the rope tied to?
I was just holding it.
Make a strength check with disadvantage.
I'll say I'm not very
You got
strong.
like a 75-pound gnome flying down.
Okay, let's see. Wait, oh, so you said saving throw. Hold on. That's better. But not much better. It's, and ooh, 5. oh, there goes the rope.
We lost Rusty. Oh darn.
That's
gonna
why
say-
you guys haven't been able to hear from him all day.
Yeah, right?
I'm like, I stick my arm in the hole and think like I do with the bag, Rusty? Does that draw him to me, I guess?
Trying to remember what the hole does. I believe it works much like that.
Like the bag of holding if I call him to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. So
Just
eventually,
wondering, can it be a creature or does it have to be an object that she's thinking about?
It can be either or. If it's same as bag, it can be.
I
either or.
mean, there's only a finite amount of air in any of these, unless you're in the bagman's dimension.
Rust, I'm just like I'm trying to will Rusty out of the hole. Come here, come to me.
Eventually, something does hit your hand, and as you grasp hold of it, you pull a screaming newborn Rusty out.
Put it back. Put it back.
Just because I'm naked does not mean that I'm a newborn.
How did you get naked?
How does he not?
naked.
It's like, why are you naked? I'll just pull him out.
He ran out of rope. He needed something to tie off. So
Exactly.
Oh, you
Okay.
can actually climb out of them.
Yeah.
Well, this was more fun.
Okay. So it works a lot like your backpack, but bigger and with only one pocket.
And if I remember, Vinaya said not to mix them, so never put it in my bag.
Don't put me in your bag.
I'll only do it if I have to. Like, because the only people who end up in my bag are like this, and I pull out a bag of a little handful of ash. Echo.
Interesting.
And I put them back in the bag.
I happen to have a pinch of Busby.
Oh, so he did die in the tree. Okay.
Did we forget to mention that?
Yeah, no one told me. I just guessed. He said he was dying. I didn't really care if he died. I just.
Well, on page 79, I have essence of Busby.
Would you like a little essence of Echo if it would help you?
I pull out my spell book and open it up to page 80.
I just sprinkle a little Echo in his book. Spreading Echo.
Close it carefully.
there's only 22 pages in your whole book, so I don't know what that is. Anyway, and that's front back.
He doesn't count very well.
And the first 15 are porn drawings.
Well,
You put them there. Don't blame me.
Hey, it's just like with any warlock spell book. Eldritch Blast. That's it. That's all you get.
It's a flip book. You want to see?
Blast 2.
I'm glad I was able to help you. I have to go talk to Hall and Oates. We got some stuff going on. Is there anything else you needed?
You haven't happened to see a magic shop around here, have you?
I can tell you that everything's made of magic, and I haven't been looking for one.
Fair enough. I'll find one on my own.
Yeah, if you do, let me know. I'll probably visit it later. Gotta go. And I
Sure.
sprint out.
Is there any magic shops around?
There are. There are magic crafters. There is a shop that it displays signage that has a few different types of golems, and you've passed by there a few times, and it's literally a wizard whose specialty is making golems.
Is there one that looks like they sell scrolls and things of that nature?
Sure. It's on the shadier side of town, but yeah. Perfect.
I head to that particular one on the shadier side of town.
All right.
On the shady side of town.
I have friends in low places. I walk
cold
in.
places. You have friends in cold places.
Both. I need a job.
You need a job. Okay.
I've done this kind of work before. I've worked as a scribe. I've studied a little bit. Do you have anything available?
I'm just so the guy that's standing outside is leaning against the wall, smoking a pipe, looking mysterious and shady as hell. He's like, I don't work here.
You don't happen to have a job, do you?
No, kind of need one myself, but
Yeah, if
you
I
know
get
one?
one, I'll put it in a good word for you.
I appreciate that, man. Thanks.
I walk in. Is there anyone working here?
There is a little hunched old woman. She has a scar going from the bottom of one ear across her mouth to the other lobe, and she has scars coming across her head, crisscrossing just at the bridge of her nose and going down to her jaw. And she looks at you and she goes,
Can I help you?
Yeah, I need a job. This I have past experience working as a scribe. I studied for a while. You look like you could use some help around here.
she eyes you up and down.
What's with these?
That's for my eyesight.
No, these are for my eyesight. Those look like your feeble attempt to disguise. Rusty!
Never met him. Yes.
You come into my shop, all disguised, and then you deny who you are?
We haven't been in town very long, but we haven't always had a terribly cordial welcome.
She looks around.
These idiots welcome everyone.
Yeah, well, some of them have this kind of notion that we may have abandoned them to die.
You talk to Paula.
Yeah.
She's not a fan. Bless
Bless
you,
you.
Albert. It's my superpower. I always know when an owlbear sneezes.
Okay.
You don't remember me, do you?
Were you a 25-foot tall Hulk?
So you don't remember me?
A few parts of that time are a bit sketchy. Why don't you fill me in?
That's what she said.
I like you.
No. Maybe it's because it's been so long. I'm not as young as I used to be. But I used to take care of you when you were very small at your father's estate.
Yeah, I don't need a job that much.
Gertrude! It's me, your wet nurse, Gertrude!
It's been a few years.
It has been.
She kind of looks down at her chest.
You did this.
A lot of drugs under the bridge.
I was always told I was a bit of a greedy baby. Mainly
You
by
were
you.
14 when you finally stopped.
What can I say?
You can say you're sorry for deflating me.
How about I make it up to you by working as a scribe for you?
Don't need a scribe.
Okay, let me
I
rephrase
could
that.
use a salesperson.
I don't know. I'm not terribly charismatic.
I'm not either. We do all right, though.
Tell me, is there any chance that I could have some access to, spell scrolls and stuff that I could put in my spell book while not selling things?
So you want the milk from the cow for free, like always?
Actually, I'm not interested in money.
Hmm. Do you have any money?
No, but I have all I need.
Anything of value?
Hmm. Always.
Thinking of a trade?
I was hoping for labor.
Hmm.
I could use with someone that can keep things in order, tidy, clean. Maybe, cover me during my break, which I don't have yet, but if you work here, I might.
You know what? I think you could probably take a lot more breaks if I worked here. Kind of a
5 silver a week is all I offer.
tit for tat sort of.
Don't talk about my tits.
Cat's okay. It's a deal. As long as I can
You
do
work
some
for
work on my
knowledge.
downtime.
Tell you what. I'll pay you 3 silver a week, and look the other way if you want to copy anything in your book.
2 silver it is. For an old friend.
Deal. Oh no, I don't shake hands. Not since I got the hook.
And she raises a big old rusty hook.
I'm joking. It's one of the things we sell.
She hangs it.
This town is fucked up.
Well, they let me have a shop here.
They let us in.
They let anyone in,
Really?
mostly.
They gave us a hard time.
I can't imagine why.
You haven't lost your sense of humor, have you?
Well, it has its ups and downs. A couple of downs since then.
It's okay.
Did you say it's okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
Watching you. All right. Put those away. Dust that. Scrub whatever that is. And don't feed the thing in the jar.
Was Haskar here? Looks like he peed over there.
I don't know who that is, but it might be P. Wait. Yeah, that's P. I told you I don't have brakes. Taking one now.
She just closes up her book, walks out.
You're gonna work in a shop for 3 weeks, Rusty?
Apparently unsupervised.
Minimal supervision. She's gonna ask you to do all sorts of weird things.
I don't do well when supervised. You think minimal supervision is going to help?
You
I
let
don't
a
think
child
so.
at a candy store. Just watch my store while I go in the back. Don't eat all the candy.
He deflated her chest. I mean, what else can you do to her?
The moment she's gone, I'm going to flip open my spell book and start copying whatever I can find into it.
Sure. Roll a d20 for me. Investigation, sorry.
I'm going to use a luck point. There we go. That's more like it. 23.
23. You find 3 spells. So you can
Nice.
add those to your list.
All right. Yeah, for
So-
the next 3 weeks, I just mainly plan on being here.
Okay. So during your 3 weeks time, there's like 1 or 2 customers a day, usually less sales than that. But yeah, true to her word, she gives you 2 silver and minimal supervision. So you get a total of 6 silver at this point. So add that to your money. And yeah, you've got we'll say a grand total of, we'll say 5 spells
Okay.
during the 3 weeks. Also, you get a weird rash because of the things you keep having to clean up. You keep getting rashes.
Again?
Yeah.
Does she happen to have any bombs or salves?
Well, I mean, it is a shop that sells some magic-ish type of things. There's an aloe vera plant.
Close enough.
Okay.
Heard that is owl bear plant. And
I did too at
That's
first.
exactly what I heard.
Owl bear plant. You plant one, get an owl bear.
I already have one, thanks.
I'd plant them all.
A horde of owl bears.
I seriously,
all-
I would plant them all and then use plant growth spell for 8 hours so that they all bloom. The wait, just
First, do they turn into a tiefling druid?
I did read that somewhere they think that she's not a tiefling, but actually a satyr. So
That's exactly what it looks like, actually.
I didn't see the legs. Who knows? Anyway, back to the story. So 3 weeks go by. You have 5 spells, a rash that you've gotten under control. Every once in a while, you get like pinched on the butt by her.
Nothing unusual.
Yeah. But so we are up to date. All right.
Rusty, I'm going to close up shop tonight. If you want to bugger off somewhere.
If you want to get rid of me, that's fine. You just can just tell me.
Bugger off somewhere.
Understood. As you wish.
I have a hot date.
Not that Goliath again.
There aren't any Goliaths in the city, not that I've seen anyway.
I wasn't talking about just in stature.
Oh. Now.
Okay, okay.
Go.
I'm going. I just need my spell book.
You need your what?
My spell book. I keep it behind the counter. You may
Was
not
it
want to
blue?
touch it.
Was it
Yeah,
blue?
you don't want to touch it though.
I may have sold it. 1 moment. Sorry, I found it. I can't let go of it. What did you do? What did you do to this book?
Getting weird rashes?
I don't. Ew! Get it? Take it.
After just as soon as you touch it, it releases.
See, no problem.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Oh, you saved those words for after your date.
Well, if if we just never mind, go off with you,
I'm going.
Still daylight. Noonish. A little after lunch. 3 of your party have gotten McScracks. Or a Scrack McDouble
So sick of that place.
with
The big
cheese.
scrack.
For the special sauce.
I got scrack fingers.
I've been eating there for 3 weeks. God.
There are other places.
Yeah,
It's
but
just they're so cheap and readily available.
exactly.
I can eat for free.
There's one 2 blocks that way and one block that way.
I was just gonna say there's what about the one that's like there's the McScracks across from a McScracks. That's how you know it's the end of the universe, guys.
I'm pretty sure there's a McScrack back here in the storage room.
Well, it's better than Haskar Bucks.
Oh, that was so good yet so bad.
Love it when Harry inputs something. It's always golden.
I feel so good after that one.
Starbucks. Oh, gonna have to write that down. You get an inspiration, sir.
It's now a thing.
I get an inspiration.
Yeah, you do. And it's good, not for a limited time only.
Yeah, I know, right?
Unlike the McScrack.
All right. So you do see 3 of your companions looking extra greasy and very unhappy with life as they leave Scrack's Pike Palace, Palace of Pike.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, is that you, Torsten?
You see any other 7-foot Vikings around?
Oh, there's that one guy that. Never mind. You don't need to know.
How you doing, buddy? Where you been?
Working. We sleep in the same house. I mean,
Fair enough. It's still weird, the idea of you working.
don't see the rest of you working. Keeps my mind busy.
Fair enough. Well, we're on our way to go see Riona. Scrack's got some really not great news about the outside. He went outside the wall the other day or today. And
What the hell's wrong with the outside?
Nothing there.
As opposed to before we came in here when there was nothing there?
there's even less apparently.
Okay.
Also, I lean down closer to you and like, if you has your deity been sending people here? I didn't think you were the insect worshiping type.
What the hell are you on about?
Okay, that tells me everything I need to know.
Great.
I take a second and I explain to you what happened when I reached out to Tyr, and you know, instead of getting Tyr, I got a lot of bugs.
Did you try chopping off your other arm?
No, but I'll keep that in mind.
We
How
tried
would you
chopping
hold
off
the axe?
Rusty.
Sacrifice tends to only work once, buddy.
Depends on the sacrifice.
Bless you.
Bless you,
Bless you,
Albert.
Owlbear.
And that's the new sticker. Bless you, Owlbear.
Hey, I get
So
a
you guys
+1 to saving throws now.
So you're off to see Riona about
Well,
something
I
in the
know
outside world?
I know that she can sense the presence of demons. And I'm wondering if she's getting the same tingle that I'm getting.
Well, she's been going out with that girl. I hope she's getting some tingles.
I prefer not to think about those kind of tingles.
I was going to say, are you two tingling each other, or what kind of information are you looking for here?
I want to see if she's caught wind of any extra demons or anything in this area that would be, interfering with my ability to communicate.
Maybe your god's not that into you. Let's go.
So you make your way through the town.
Rusty, I like you.
I tolerate you, Viking.
We'll do the shit,
Hey,
don't
by
we?
the way, if you guys need magic items that are definitely not shitty, I got a discount over here.
I'll keep that in mind. Let's go see if Riona needs anything.
As you walk through the town, townspeople wave. Some kids come up and act like they're part of your group. One of them walks next to Torsten, trying to stretch as tall as he can. Just kind of fails at it and runs off laughing. Another one is a small girl, walks up, about a head taller than Rusty, though. She's very young, and she kind of walks up and goes, "I'm Riona."
My goodness, we've been looking for you all day.
"I can't talk to strangers," runs off.
I mean, they don't get much stranger than you, so
I am thoroughly enjoying all of this.
Old lady walks up and starts pointing at you, giving you the evil eye.
wasn't us.
I give the evil eye back.
I just wave.
She blushes.
The scarred one.
So you do make your way. Rihanna,
See.
let me take a look real quick. What did you send me? Ooh,
A lot.
You did. You sent me a lot.
Just texting him like.
I mean, what else are you gonna do? Listen to me prattle on? Anyway, so Riona, you are down in your favorite section of the library. It is the brown section. That's where they are doing all of the theorizing and philosophizing of portals. During the first week, you did sense a portal very near you. And as you are sitting on the floor, books spread all out around you, 2 in your lap, 1 in your hand, you reach over and you start to grab your mixed crack that was brought to you. And you realize you better not touch it because you're going to get grease all over the pages. You hear the sounds of feet padding up to you. Benea's like, "Hey."
Hello.
You've been quiet over here.
It's a lot of information to take in.
Oh, I know. A lot to take in.
Are you done with your work or are you still working?
Well, I have a break. And I wanted to know if you'd like to take a break with me.
Sure. Let's let me just put bookmarks in all my work that I'm working on right now.
Yeah.
Just pause everything and go on a little.
I'm not
15-minute
interrupting you, am I? You seem a little upset.
I felt something weird. It's all good. It's fine. No, I would like to go on this break with you. I probably need to step away anyways.
Okay, fresh eyes.
Mhm.
Maybe get a palate cleanser. Something to like rejuvenate your senses.
I've already read all the books you've written. What book would you recommend?
Oh, I'm talking about maybe an experience.
What do you mean?
something to take your mind off the books for a minute.
Yeah, let's just go on that break. Let's just and walk. And I just start walking.
Okay.
So where are you going in this massive building?
Do I still feel the portal?
You can feel the pull of it.
I follow the pole, walking with her.
And you can't really feel the pull. You can feel it as it pulls on you wherever
Yeah.
you
Okay.
go, but it is below you.
Below me. Vinay, is there a below the library? Is there like a downstairs that I don't know about?
Not that I'm aware of, but if you're interested in going down, I could show you some things.
Tis what she proclaimed.
Tis what she proclaimed.
Vinay, I think we need to have a talk.
Oh, okay. I mean, 3 weeks. It was fun, right? It was fun. I mean, this is the longest relationship I've ever had, and I
Well,
mean, we haven't even done anything like what I write about in my books. But I just thought maybe you were just being a little maybe shy.
I cover her mouth.
mm,
Truthfully, we never really established a relationship. We went out on a couple dates, but I thought you understood that I just wanted to be friends. I even said on one of the dates when you were talking for 6 hours straight that I was only interested in being friends, and then you kept talking and talking, and I just listened because I really care and want to listen to your opinion. But I told you I have something I need to do. I have a mission. I have a goal I need to reach, and then I could consider having a relationship with someone. There's something that's very important I need to do first before I can even consider being with someone, if that makes sense. I told you about my mom. I told you about my dad. I gotta fix that first.
You can literally hear her heart break.
I do like you. I just don't like you the way you like me, and I don't want to ruin our friendship, and I don't want to ruin what we got, but I have to do this first.
fine. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I understand.
I mean,
So, okay. So, friend, best friend.
yes, I can honestly say you are my best friend. That's a girl.
More qualifiers on it.
That's in front of me at the present moment. And breathing. And
I
like human.
I had something planned. But I have a backup. Would you come with me?
Sure. I'll go with you. As I'm walking with her, can I get a feel of what her intentions are now that I've dumped her? Am I safe?
You can make an insight check, yeah.
24.
You heard her heart
Hmm.
like ice just cracking until it just shattered and the pieces fell and broke apart upon stone carved floor. She doesn't seem to be. She
It's-
doesn't
it's-
seem to be angry.
Mhm.
She's soldiering on, trying to have a stiff upper lip, trying to go forward with her life.
So
Trying
I'm
to,
not I'm not walking into her murder chambers, correct? It's
no,
when I'm not
no,
getting
she
okay.
does. She does lead you into a chamber, yes, but it's one
Oh.
you've been into before.
Okay. I'll
And there are
follow.
people, yeah, there are people milling about, and it's familiar by now. You've come through here a few times. This is one of the quieter areas. You on the first day came here, and you haven't asked too much about it, but there's that same absolutely statuesque stone, unmoving female with her hands clutched and her eyes closed, standing on that pedestal. And there's actually some curved benches that go all around the pedestal. And she sits down, and she kind of composes herself. So, some of the things that you've asked me to help you with, and I have tried. I mean, all I do is read now. I don't have time to write. Really should get back to that. But you give up things for people you care about for a little bit. I'm sorry, this is coming out wrong.
Anaya,
So-
I understand having to give up something for people you care about. It's kind of what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
So, I would like you to meet Doralis.
Name is spelled Darallus.
Doralis.
Doralis. Ta-da!
The stone lady?
Yeah. She's not really stone. If you want to touch, it's frowned on because you don't want to break her concentration. But she is in a constant state of concentration. She was one of the people that closed the portal that allows us to live here. And speaking of self-sacrifice, it's silly. Speaking of self-sacrifice, she sacrificed herself in a way. She's the one that's responsible for the illusion and the dome that kills all the outside things. The one that you passed through when you came in the doors. Remember that feeling, that zappy feeling? I couldn't get my hair to get down for weeks after that. It was not fun. Some people, unless we go out there and stop with some of our magic items that we have here, some people can make like a little portal so you don't have to get zapped that way every time. I know some people don't care, and some people are tougher than others. I haven't been outside of the city since I came. But yeah, she is supposedly giving up her life so that we can all live, and so that nothing bad comes to the town and ruins our chances of happiness.
I'm glad you told me this. There is a lot of self-sacrificing going on a lot to keep everyone safe.
Yeah.
I wish I had known more. Maybe if I could talk to her, but I wouldn't talk to her. Maybe she knows if my dad disappeared with the portal or where he is, because this stupid compass hasn't worked since I got here.
Yeah, it's still pointing down.
So
Is that why you keep asking about it down?
That's why I keep asking about it down. It's supposed to point to him.
Well, you know what? I should get back to work. I don't really feel like having company tonight. I mean, you understand, right?
I gotcha. I'll, I haven't visited Max today. I'm gonna go get my books and go hang out with Max for a little bit. And you'll always be my first date.
Yeah.
Sorry.
There's a lot of firsts.
Oh.
All right. Well, tell him hi for me.
And she gets up, straightens her outfit, which
Mhm.
you see is almost mimicking yours
Mm-hmm.
to the leather.
That's now Riona Heartbreaker.
Yeah, Riona likes her. She's a good girl, but the whole, as it's been pointing out before, dating myself is a little weird, and she is not that self-absorbed. It's at first it was to get information, then she started to like the girl a little bit, but then it was like dating someone who never stopped talking. Ever.
None of us know what that's like.
Yeah, it's wholly unfamiliar.
We have
to
no
any of
idea.
us.
See,
Hey,
this is
I'm
family.
very weirded out by
for the
even
last
the
3 weeks, she hasn't spoken more
notion
than a
of that.
sentence to you guys. It's more, all you get is "Good morning, I'm leaving." You have
Actually, I got you beat. I haven't said shit.
exactly. So yeah, I'm gonna pack up all the books and go sit and just head to Max.
Okay.
Besides making off the collar remarks to Torsten, I haven't said anything either.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Um,
off the cuff.
So you do gather up your books. As you come up the stairs, you see your four friends coming through the big front doors. And as you are about to walk up to them, you feel a hand on your shoulder. And the old scholar whom Rusty stole a book from.
Excuse me. Where are you going with those books?
I'm borrowing them to take them to Max, the sculptor. He asked about them.
Make a deception roll.
Okay. 21.
21. He adjusts his glasses a little bit, looks down his nose at you.
I'm not supposed to let anyone leave with the books. But I overheard you and Vinaya are having a lover's spat. So,
Shush.
something wrong with your neck.
I'm like, just shut up, old man. Shut up. It's I'm thank you. I'm gonna go. Guys, leave.
Maybe it's best if you don't come back for a few days. Let her simmer down a little.
I don't have to be told twice. Bye.
And just don't damage the book.
I start shoving them in my bag. Should've
I'd
done
like
that
to
in the
make
first
direct
place.
eye contact with the old man.
I walk up and make direct eye contact with Riona.
I don't want to talk about it. Let's go.
I just keep looking at her as we walk out, going,
I don't want to talk about it, Hasgar.
not
If
talking.
you don't stop, I'm gonna feed you to fucking Hall.
Not talking. I would love to see you try to feed me to Hall. That would go so well for you.
maybe maybe instead of talking about something you don't want to talk about, you might chat a little something with me that I've found out and maybe you might be able to help with.
Maybe.
That concerns all of us.
It is kind of important.
I stop at the bottom of the stairs. What?
Well, I look around, make sure nobody's watching. Has your demon senses been going off?
Nope.
Like, not at all?
Nah, mind you, I haven't really been paying attention. I've been spending a lot of time with, Finea, and that's over. Hanging out with Hall and Oates. Oates is doing pretty well, you guys.
At Venea's name being mentioned, you see a younger version of Riona. Her hair is slightly messed up. She has tears going down her face, but she walks without even looking in your direction until she gets at the end of the stairs, turns around and goes, I was going to give you this for your break. A little bit of alleviating any type of stress you may have had.
Vinay, I haven't even kissed you yet. Put him away.
Well, she seems nice.
That's.
Thorsten, close your mouth.
I look over at Riona going, that's
Not my mouth is open.
That's just disturbing on so many levels.
She really, really liked me, guys. She really liked me, and I didn't like her back, and I didn't know what to do, and so I just went with it for 3 weeks. Okay, but I got my information on portals. What do you want? I haven't sensed any demons, and I need to go talk to Oates. He's finished with my dad's journal.
Well, so I reached out earlier and I got a very strong feeling of, remember the big insect demon that was out in front of the stronghold?
You're asking me if I remember the one demon that took over me and possessed my body?
Yeah, that one. I felt like multitudes of smaller versions of him.
And you did this
very close
how?
by. I was helping Haskar with his
Ball problem.
ball issue.
Excuse me?
Wait, Haskar, you went to him? I've been trying to talk to you for weeks and you shut me out, but you go and talk to Torsten, the man who cuts off his hand for his god?
And there's a reason. Don't get all pissy.
Look, I already told you. I've sensed nothing and I have other plans. Oh, there's Eddie and look at that adorable puppy fish. Oh, sorry. Okay, now I have other things to do. So I'm telling you, I don't sense anything. I'm got other things to do. Rusty, you were
Would
supposed
you
to meet me
Reach
for
out
lunch.
for just a moment to see if you feel anything.
Sure, let me see. And I sit there and I pretend to focus and do a detect portal, but I've already done it for the day.
You know, I think she already turned that down for
Well,
lunch, but
Not detect portal, detect demons. Because that's something that's supposed to happen with you naturally.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is like I'm pretending to sense and reach out, basically.
I'm gonna do an insight check.
You don't feel any demons.
Just
Well, if you're not trying, you're not gonna feel them.
Like anytime she ever reaches out with her mind or feelings.
yeah,
for
I could
demons, nope.
I could sense them if they were standing right in front of me. That's how sensitive it is. But I don't sense any demons, guys. I would have told you. We've been here 3 weeks in a utopia. And
Except for one small problem.
what?
Scrack went outside. There's
Yeah,
nothing there.
I've been outside.
Yeah.
There's nothing there.
Yeah, it's all in here where we're safe inside the bubble. Why would you want to go
I don't
out?
trust this bubble.
Don't think this is safe.
And I don't think this is everything it seems to be.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you guys. I've been doing research on trying to find my father, help my mom, looking at portals and how to close them, you know, things to help people. I haven't been just goofing off. I really have been doing a lot of research. And right now, you're kind of in the middle of what my research was, and Rusty owes me dinner or owes me lunch. So, Rusty, if you haven't eaten, can we go get lunch? I've had a really rough last 30 minutes, okay?
I've eaten,
You
but I
guys
could
didn't
drink.
have to. Well, you know what? I haven't had a drink in my entire life, so let's go have some ale.
Yes.
Gentlemen, would you like to help me hunt demons? I ask of Haskar and Scrack.
Yeah, I gotta go take care of a deal though, real quick first. But yeah, I'll go.
I'll go.
I take Rusty towards Oats first.
I'm going towards Oats.
He's getting dragged.
With or without his consent.
The moment I got his hand, hit drag. Bye, guys.
Right now, Rusty. There he goes. Bye-bye.
Rusty, as you are being harried away with Riona towards Sir Oates,
Yes, sir.
the city is busy. It's after lunch. People are either taking their breaks from their stalls or making food themselves or coming back from their break to allow others to break. It's very busy. There's midday shoppers. There's a large congested area where a school is being taught, and they are lining up for their daily outings for field work, such as investigating flora and fauna, what have you. Bunch of small kids, field trip. This large crowd looks like the crowd you've gotten to know over the last 3 weeks. Some new faces, some old faces. And as you look from Riona's hand, basically dragging you, almost as if you were yourself a child, your attention gets caught by the side of your coat and the little girl inside of it. Icicles in her hair, skin pale, lips blue.
Wiggle check.
Do a wiggle check.
I have an advantage on wiggle checks.
Yes, you do.
What do I roll to hold him?
I would say a grapple, so a strength.
Okay, he's probably gonna win because I suck at those.
That's a 22.
Mine's 16. Yeah, you're.
Riona, you feel him start to get out of your grasp, and you are so determined. He is going with you to go see Oates. And at that point, he just grabs your wrist and yanks your hand off of his and takes off running into the crowd. People are passing by, going and obscuring your vision as you run closer and closer to the little girl in your coat. She can't be heard over the talking and hawking of wares, but you know she's saying,
So cold, Papa. Hurry.
Callie?
and as people begin passing in front, and once they walk past, it's just the children that were there. No sign of your daughter.
Falls to his knees.
Could I have followed him?
Sure.
Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna just let him go. I'm gonna be like, what the? Follow. Rusty? Look, I don't know what's going on. You've been avoiding everybody as much as I have. We could go talk over there out of the crowd, because I do have some information that you might want to know.
As long as we
Okay.
can go drink, I don't care.
We can drink after I talk to Oates. He has my notebook, and I need to know from the notebook. And then, you know what? I'll go have my first alcoholic beverage with you.
I was just saying that I'm pulling the box of mushrooms out, eating some of the last ones.
Roll a Constitution for me.
That's a 5.
Okay. So you basically just reach into the bag blindly, grab a handful, and just.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
You can almost see the moment that they start taking effect, Rihanna, because his pupils just go.
Well, I guess I'm not getting any alcohol, and I just scoop them up like a baby.
Do you allow that?
I'm not fighting it.
All right. So as you go to the palatial stable that belongs to your former llama, now guard captain, he is out. They're running maneuvers somewhere. He informed you.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a folded piece of parchment, so it tints up on top of a journal, and there is the field guide underneath, along with a bunch of rolled up papers. And if it were anyone else, you would not be able to tell that the word inscribed was Riona, but there are so many loops and flourishes to the name. It is done in the most eloquent of calligraphies, just overly exaggerated, and it also smells of lavender.
He has better handwriting than me, and he's a damn llama. And I just open it.
He holds it in his teeth.
Yep. He has better handwriting than me. So I open, I'm like kind of like trying to baby hip Rusty on one and open up the letter.
It's not a letter, it's just a tinted piece of paper with your
Oh.
name on it, with
Okay.
it's on top of all of your belongings that you gave to him to interpret, and his book that he interpreted it into. He left you a note showing you where it was.
Yeah, so I get everything, gather it up, look at Rusty, like, you're in no shape to drink, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Walk a straight line and I will let you drink as I set him down.
You heard her. Walk a straight line, buddy.
What's the roll for that?
Performance save.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of options here. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
I will
Oh,
say
Athletics,
performance.
athletics save.
Performance.
Is it with disadvantage because he's out of his mind right now?
Yeah.
I will give him advantage.
Mm.
Really?
Yes.
Disadvantage because he's wearing clothes.
So that's a 14 and a 19, so 21.
21. You see him kind of fix his shirt, and you realize he is not wearing his coat. His hands go to where his coat would normally be, but grab his shirt instead. Just straightens his tie, spins around with one leg straight up, slaps it down, looks at you, winks, right into a wall. He walked a straight line for a good 5-6 feet.
You know what? It was a straight line. I'll take him to a tavern.
All right. The nearest tavern is the one that is closest to the guard training. So after hours, the guards all go to the Spit and Swallow. It is a bird in flight, and it looks like it's spitting into a spittoon.
Mixed
What?
feelings about this place,
So-
but
Just on like out of game for 1 second. Did you just sit here and think of these names? Like just to see watch our reactions?
Literally just thought of it on the spot. Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Kudos.
I will take Rusty into the spit and swallow, which I've
He's
walked in.
spitting with a apostrophe. Spitting.
I'm gonna call it the spit and swallow, and I've been in there before with oats, but I've never drank.
It's weird, much like Scrax Pike Palace of Pike. They are themed, and everything is avian related. But all the drinks come in these little miniature spittoons.
I will order myself the largest, fruitiest ale drink they have. Just something
Like-
I can chug down.
15 umbrellas,
Just
fruit
something
just
to.
jammed onto the sides.
I'll get Rusty whatever he wants, and I'll tell him to put it on Oats's tab because I've done that before. Just he'll pay for it. And
do you
I look at
remember
Rusty.
that? Do you remember that Aarakocra that was with us for a little bit?
Mhm.
He would have liked it here.
He might have pushed the drink towards him. You tell me and I tell you. Truth in drink.
That seems like a shit deal for me, but
In vino
Whatever.
veritas.
I'm paying,
Courageous.
I'm paying for your drinks, so you can keep drinking as much as you want, but it's truth in drink.
truth or drink? I'm good at that game.
Yep. Rusty, who are you chasing?
Drink.
It pushes drink towards him. As he's drinking it, Rusty, I know what holds the portal, the dome up, and I know how to get rid of the dome if I wanted to. As I start chugging my drink, not even tasting it.
There are things about this place that seem kind of messed up. But where's everyone else gonna go? Why?
No clue.
Who are we to choose to close the portal when there's thousands of people living here?
I never said I'd close the portal. I said I'd turn off the dome. So you know there's a portal here too.
I don't know shit.
Rusty, do you know that the portal to Levistus is open here?
I don't know shit.
That's my theory. It's also why I feel like my compass doesn't work here.
So you want to make several thousand people homeless into a demon apocalypse.
I'm not saying
Because-
I would do it. I'm saying I know how to do it. I'm not telling anyone how to do it, but I know how. I also wouldn't do that. Max is safe here. Why would I send him out to the whole demon hellgate? I wouldn't do that to him. Now, if he dies tomorrow, I have nothing keeping me to keep this town safe other than maybe Fidea, but Linnea and well, you saw how that worked. She's a little obsessed with me. It's a little weird. That's not love, right? Because if that was love, I don't think I ever want to be in love.
I see my dead daughter.
And I finished my drink. Just finish, set it down. 2 more.
Firstly, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, okay. 8, so I got 19.
19.
Wait, you straight up lied to me?
2.
Yeah, you're already under the influence of the mushrooms, so this is just gravy.
2 more.
Riona, you feel great. You feel fine. The bartender looks at you and goes, another one of those?
Yes, extra fruit. It was really yummy.
Right. Here you go. Starts making stuff. 2 stealth panty droppers. Here you go.
I didn't know you had a kid. Have
Mm.
a kid? Had a kid? What's the
Depending on how many years has actually passed, she's been dead for. Oh, I guess that would be 35 years.
longer than I've been alive? Awesome. Okay.
Well, that's factoring in 21 years of us not knowing we were existing.
No, I gotcha. Rusty, did you have a wife before this?
Yeah.
You know, I don't think anyone in this group has actually sat down and talked about our past. I mean, you guys all know my past, but we've never really talked. Can I
Didn't
ask
seem
what?
important.
Can I ask what happened?
I am not fucked up enough for that.
Push his drink towards him.
This bar does not have enough alcohol for that.
Who knows? How about this? I didn't tell anybody yet, but I detect the portals. I don't detect demons. There are no demons here. Or trust me, that would have been a red flag and I would have told someone by now. But just detecting a portal is not a big deal. Portal doesn't mean anything. It could be a portal to the demon realm. It could be a portal to the Fey realm. From what I'm learning, there are so many portals to so many different realms. So I don't know what I'm sensing. So it could be a portal to your god in the iceberg that I've read about. But who knows? It could be a portal to where Hall and Oates are from. So that's why I'm not telling anybody. It's not important. And I down my drink. Second one.
Constitution saving throw with disadvantage.
So it was 20 and 21. So 20.
Nice.
Okay. God, can dryads get drunk? Let's find out.
The bartender looks at you and goes, you sure?
I'm good. Give him more.
Slides another one warily towards you. Starts to write something down in a notebook.
As he's looking at me just for funsies, dryad. Just now I'm a tree.
I've seen worse.
Yeah.
Dated worse.
Yeah. Well, I'm on the market now, so. But trust me, not interested. Rusty, what are we going to do with this group? Scrack wants to leave, but we can't leave. There's nothing out there. Torsten, I'm on talking terms with, but I don't want to push the issue. And Hasgar, it turns out he doesn't even want my help.
Yes.
And I only turn to you because, well, you haven't lied to me yet. You haven't hurt me yet.
You got
So-
no problem lying to other people, though, do you?
I feel a little bitterness there, Torsten. I did not sense any demons. I told you that.
Oh yeah, I don't sense any portals, no demons,
Nope.
no nothing.
So Skark wants to leave,
Yeah.
and you say there's nothing out there. There was nothing out there before we got there. What's the difference? Get here. What's the difference?
I think he just wants to go back to the forest, and I refuse to go there, and it sucks because I would love to see my mom again. But even if that is my mom, I have no clue if that's truly her. It could
Maybe
be just
we should ask them
ask them what.
what they want to do.
They'll cool off faster, okay? I think you've had enough alcohol. Pull that away from him. I think that I'm gonna go hang out with Max. And if you guys want to hang out with me later, that'd be good. But I gotta go talk to Max.
Tell you what, why don't we all meet you back at the house later? Maybe
I
we'll
will-
all have that heart that we need to have.
You know what? A nice big family dinner sounds awesome. I down his drink and my drink, and I walk out. And the tab leaves with me.
Pull out the bottomless flask of wine. Yeah.
So as you leave, the day is coming to a close. You're going to see Max in the evening. The rest of you will begin your journeys next week because we're going to leave it here tonight with the discovery that there is something evil in the town. A little girl from Rusty's past and a very pissed off Vinaya who is openly weeping in her pillow at home.
I don't feel
Smooth.
bad.
Yeah.
I don't feel
Smooth.
bad.
Very smooth.
Hell has no fury.
Mm.
I
Meet
know.
the
she-
true big bad of this campaign.
Yeah, I made the big bad. Sorry,
I was
guys.
gonna say we now know who the big bad is.
And what they look like.
Mm. But with that, we're going to close it up and love you guys. Love your faces.
Peace.
Good seeing y'all again.
Bye, everybody.